Hi, I'm Lucy Marvellous from Fresher Bites. I'm going to show you how to make these super duper savoury muffins. These ones have got cheese, spring onion, sun-dried tomato and bits of bacon in. They're absolutely delicious. I've made these mini muffin size. Oh, sweet corn, yummy. Right, these really are so easy. The basic gist of it is the dry things in the bowl, the wet things in the jug, then mix it all together, spoon them into your muffin cases. Popped our bowl on there, zeroed the scales. We need 200 grams of self-raising flour. It's dry, so it goes in the bowl. That's my 200 grams of flour. Our cheese counts as dry, that can go in. If you've got mustard powder, pop that in with this because that will mix in nicely. I've got actual mustard, so I'll put that in with the wet things. Spring onions and scissors seem to be some of my best friends. There's a whole cheese and onion thing going on here. If you are a meat eater, want to have a bit of bacon or a bit of pepperoni, snip that in. If you're a vegetarian, leave it out. Remember, these muffins are going to be quite small. You don't want one person to get a huge chunk of bacon and no one else to get any, especially if you're not the person who gets the bacon. A couple of tablespoons of sweet corn. These are sun-dried tomatoes. They're a little bit slimy because they're oily, but by Jiminy they're delicious. So again, cut them in strips. Cut each strip really small. They're really flavoursome, these. So much so that for my oil, I'm going to use the oil from the tomatoes. That's all our dry things. Give them a gentle mix. Make sure that everything stays in the bowl. And our wet things, we must do the milk first so that we can measure it. We want 150 millilitres of milk. 1 egg, hold it in your left hand, use the back of a knife or similar, whack it. You've made a crack, it's not going anywhere, open it like a book. There we go. So 45 millilitres of sunflower oil is 3 tablespoons. I'm going to use the oil out of the tomatoes because it tastes yummy. 1, 2, 3 tablespoons. Notice I measure my oil over the jug so that if it does all pour in, it hasn't gone everywhere. And half a teaspoon of mustard. I'm going to use a fork to put it in because I'm then going to use a fork to mix this up. So I'm going to say that's about half a teaspoon. Mustard really brings out the cheesiness in the cheese, really or not. Give the liquids a little bit of a mix. Don't go crazy, just to make sure everything's nicely blended. It really is this easy. Wet things into dry things. Spatula. Gently mix it all together. It'll make like a cake mixture. It's that quick. That was real time. Cake mixture. You need your oven to be nice and hot, so if you haven't already put it on now at 180. From my years of washing up more than I'd like to, I've got silicone muffin holes. They don't even need to be greased. And everything should pop out really easily. Use 2 teaspoons. Get a teaspoon of the mixture. Use the other teaspoon to scrape it into the muffin hole. If you're using paper ones, use like a dessert spoon. But remember, this was self-raising flour. These are going to grow. So you don't want a huge amount in each one. And also, these are mini muffin holes. They cook quicker. These will probably cook in about 15 minutes. Whereas the larger ones might take half an hour. This is enough mixture for 12 paper muffin cases, but because mine are quite a lot smaller, I'm hoping to get nearer 20. Your silicone trays will need another rigid tray to go on because they're not rigid themselves. This is a great expandable one that makes its own oven shelf, so that's really handy. I'm going to have a look at those in 15 minutes, check that they're cooked. So the timer's gone off, these have been in for 15 minutes. They look lovely, they've puffed up quite a lot. The way to check whether they're cooked inside is to put a skewer, or in this case a knife, into them, into the thickest part, and see if it comes out clean. If it comes out clean, it's cooked inside, and to be honest, they even sound hollow. They're cooked. Out they come. Let them cool a bit. The silicone stays hot for a while, and once they've cooled we'll turn them out, and there are our delicious savoury muffins. And the joy of silicone, barely any washing up. Fabulous. Once you've cooked something, please pop over to Facebook, let me know how you've got on, maybe show me a photo of what you made, or if while you're cooking you've got any questions, pop over to Facebook, Fresher Bites, ask me a question. There's a very good chance I'll be online and I can answer your question, or there might be someone else in the group who can answer your question too. Happy cooking!